Welcome to my channel. We are going to discuss how we can connect jmeter with mongodb. So this is the repository which you can follow, and here you have to download the jmeter package. So you go and click on jmeter link here. So it has started downloading the Apache jmeter.zip file. We also have to download the groovy.jar file, and we have to replace the jmeter built-in library with built-in jar file with the latest jar file. Similarly, we go for the Mongo Java driver jar file and will download. So we have here two jar files as well as one of the in progress Apache JMeter driver. So in this particular file, it has the Mongo shell command to create the DB and insert the data in dummy data into the database. So for this you should have a local environment or a remote Mongo server where you can create a DB and you can insert the data inside the DB. So we will be testing reading the data from this particular collection channels, and we will see how much time it takes, how we can perform the testing. This is my connection and jmeter file which says how we can make the connection string. So let's get back to the folder where I have downloaded the Apache jmeter file and the jar file. I will perform the extraction of the zip file. So I have extracted the Apache file server and the groovy jar file as well as the Mongo Java driver file. Let's copy these two jar file, go into the Apache folder, go into the lib folder, and here you search for Mongo Java driver. Go and delete this and then search for groovy. So go and delete this particular file and copy your existing groovy 2.4 and Mongo Java driver. Now we will go inside the bin folder of my so this is my folder where I say this is Apache jmeter, and inside the bin folder you have to execute sh jmeter dot sh file. It will open the jmeter for me. Go and so let's go and start creating the test plan for the MongoDB. Go and add thread group. So I have added one of the thread group and add the sampler to write the file unit test cases for jmeter. So I create this and I will make the duplicate of this file because I will be writing the connection Mongo connection test file, and this is my Mongo read operation. Before that I will click on test plan, and here I will go and add my environment variable, because in the connection.jmx file I am looking for the environment variable. So I will go and add the environment variable here, Mongo host, and what is the host name. So I say local host. Then I will add another environment variable, Mongo port, and here I will go and add 27017. But add one more environment variable which is the database name. So here I say the database name is channels underscore database. Then I will go and add the environment variable for the collection name. So this is the collection name, channels, and I go back to the my connection.jmx file. So I will copy the code from this particular repository and So here I am importing the library here, then I'm making the and Mongo client declaration, then I am going to fetch the details from this particular collection. Similarly, you can go for the read operation, go inside the read from Mongo, and we'll copy the source code from here, and I will write the source code here. So here I am checking whether channels is equals to software developer, then it will fetch me the first item from the database. And now in the thread group, I would like to see the summary results of my test plan. So go and create your listener where you will say you want to see the view results. Now you click on this run command, and so before that it is asking me to save the file. I say save and go. So for me, I have the local MongoDB which is running. You can go log in into the MongoDB using a command say mongo, and to create the database use channels database, channels underscore database, and here you have created the collection which will insert the two data inside the collection. Now come back to jmeter and where you can run your test case. So here it is specifying that the first test case is passing, and here it is your request, here is the response data. Next, when you go to Mongo read operation, you see it is throwing in error cannot invoke method because from the database it is not finding any of the records matching the requirement. So we will go and change this particular key. So here in database you have channel as a key, so same I will pass. Now I will run my test plan again, and you can see it has been successfully executed. Mongo connection, Mongo read, so it's working. Now if you want to test the performance testing of your test plan, you can click on thread group, and you can see you want a number of threads, number of users to be 100 users trying to access the system at the same time. So when you say ramp up period, so say 0, so it means all the users are trying to access the data at the same time. When you say 1, it will take 1 second to start the second thread. I say 0 and then you execute. So for that you have to include the summary result, which will, so it has executed the operation, so somewhere it is failing. So prematurely reached end of stream. So this is how you can see the performance result. You can also add the listener as a summary report, so it will give you the summary results once you perform the. So here you can see how is the performance of your throughput when 100 users are accessing the same data at the same time, and average time is 56 seconds, and this is your throughput received kbs per seconds. So this is how you can use a jmeter with mongodb, and here you can write the code in the Groovy language, as well as you can also perform the insert operation and read operation, creation of new documents, and you can see the performance with the jmeter.